episode 32 of the OG Tubecast podcast, vodcast. And today we're going to talk about various things, but I'm your co host, Handy Kilcam, along with my other co host.
OG Crunkster.
And there we go, and live, loud, and direct, just the way that I like it, and that's what she said. Um,
Yep.
yep. What happened? Oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus. Alright, so hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Apparently, while I was doing all that stuff, I decided to close my chat. So give me 1 second.
Apparently, he's trying to avoid you viewers.
Oh, that's a lie. Man.
The shame, the shame.
The same. So as I'm fixing this technical difficulty, Mr. OG, how about you tell us about your week?
My week was alright. I actually had an interview for a new position at my current place of
Don't
employment.
forget
So I'm
about
supposed to
those.
find out by the end of the week if I got it or not. If I do get this position, I will be pretty much working Monday through Friday, so I'll actually have weekends off instead of me working these random days off kind of schedule every week. So hopefully, we'll make that happen. Plus, I'll be making about $1 more an hour than I'm making now, which would be even better. So we'll
Awesome,
see
awesome,
what happens as far as that's concerned.
awesome.
Other than that, I've been playing a lot of Seven Nights, a lot of Duel Links now because they have a new event that just started today. So I've been kind of playing it all day long.
Also, I haven't missed
Final
out much. So.
Fantasy. Huh?
I said I haven't missed too much then because I haven't been on it. But if it started today, I might jump back in it and see what's going down.
Yeah. They got like a new person that you can unlock, and if you beat them a ton of times, you get lots of cool prizes and whatnot. So it's pretty cool.
Well, that's cool.
Been playing a lot of the new Final Fantasy game, trying to, you know, go hard with the guild and see what happens. No major dramas happened within the past week this time, but right now people were just kind of moving and relocating to get away from some of the craziness that's been going on, so that we can kind of rebuild and be strong. And then
Cutting out the
all the
drama. Cutting out the
cutting
drama.
out the drama. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to make any videos, but I will be probably making probably two videos tomorrow morning. Um, Probably going to be a Heroes Charge video because I know there's a few people on my channel. That's my main thing, so I got to do at least one of those. And then I might make another video or two about some other games, so we'll see what happens. But that's been pretty much my week.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, my week has been interesting, say the least. Of course, you know me. Like, I'm one of those people that I like to always try to tweak things to the best ability that I can. Even if it's already running good, I'm like, gee, what can I do to make it better? And that's pretty much what I've been doing most of the week. Um, Pretty much. Let's see. I'm gonna try to like put this in layman's terms. Pretty much, there's two different settings on OBS. There's like two encoders. Like there's like okay. There's like say like this. You got a AM and an FM signal. This is not really how it works, but this is like the layman's terms of how I'm gonna do it. Okay, and let's say for instance you use the FM signal and uses more CPU usage. You use the AM signal, it's the quality's a little bit weaker, but it's less work on the CPU. For example, streaming normally my CPU is running at a good 25-26%, and I've cut my percentage all the way down to 14 to 17%. So that's a good significant reduce in CPU usage. And for those that are like very technical, you're like, well, Handy, what did you do? Basically, what I did is I'm no longer using the X264, and I'm using the QuickSync. If you have an i7 processor or an i5 that has a Sandy bridge, processor, Sandy Bridge on it, you can use your integrated graphics card on your CPU, which pretty much it doesn't really do much anyways, because even if you are streaming a game that's from your PC, most of the time you're going to be using your graphics card anyway. So if you use the integrated graphics card, which is the quick sync, you pretty much are just using something that wasn't being used anyways. So you might as well use it. It saves the longevity of your PC and your computer. And it's like, why not? Like my PC is just running chill right now. Now the downside to it is the quality as far as the picture is down a little bit. I mean, it's still HD, but it doesn't look as, I guess, crisp as normally it would. But when you're playing a fast-paced game, I guess it really doesn't matter. And the other downside to it is that you're going to be using more of a bit rate. And you're going to sit there and say, well, what does that mean? Basically, you're going to be using more of your internet connection. So you got to have like a boss internet connection, a boss internet company to be able to do quick sync. Like I'm probably running about 2500, 2600 bit rate. So yeah, I've been doing that, and then the Destiny 2 beta dropped. It actually dropped open for everybody, probably a day after that it dropped exclusively for people that pre-ordered the game. So I played a little bit of the Destiny beta. I'll give a little bit of more of what I feel about the Destiny beta and what I feel about the game as a whole, and what do I expect and what I don't expect. Hey, what's up, Diesel Girl? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. And then miraculously, during the week, I got over 47 followers, and then today I got 30 something followers. So we are almost halfway to 900 followers on Twitch. It's pretty freaking amazing.
That's strong, bro.
I'm blown away by it. And then also I have like a major announcement that happened to me this week, but I don't want to I don't want to just say it like in the beginning of the show, because it's like I don't want to blow my load early. You know what I mean? I want to kind of.
You never want to blow your load early.
You never want to blow your load early. You kind of want to, keep it lasting a little bit and wait for the right time to go bam. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. And then we did GBs this week, and then I did GBs today and GBs during the week, at nighttime. And so far, I don't know, man. We've just been hitting a rut, and it just for those that don't know, GBs is like a tournament part of Call of Duty, and it's like we've just hit a hard rut, and like my shot's been off and everything, but it's okay. I'm not giving up. We're gonna keep going and keep rising. So with that, dude, that was pretty much my week. You can go ahead and hit us with your first story that you want to hit us with there, Mr. OG.
Well, before I go into my first story, I do want to give a shout out to my boy, The Freak. So we have a guy in our Final Fantasy guild who also has a YouTube channel.
Nice.
And basically, if anyone that wants to subscribe to him, if you're into like Final Fantasy A New Empire, it's VANVANNN. So it's Van with one N, then Van with three N's. So it's all one word together.
Mm-hmm.
But he called himself The Freak when he introduces himself on YouTube. The reason I'm giving him a shout out is because he's doing something really, really cool. Well, actually, he did something pretty cool. So in Final Fantasy 15 A New Empire, you can spend money just like in any other mobile game to, get perks or whatnot.
Right.
There's a $5 tier, a $20 tier, and then like a $100 tier. What he did was basically he put it out to, the guild, and then he put it out, of course, on his YouTube channel, and he told everybody, hey, I'm giving away $100 that I can, to support your Final Fantasy New Empire. All you have to do is subscribe.
Thank you. Go ahead.
All you have to do is subscribe,
Huh?
and then
Yeah.
just type in like the word "win" and then any kind of phrasing or wording you want afterwards, just to show that who you are. And then he did a drawing today actually, and basically whoever he drew randomly got to win the $100, which is fantastic. So congrats to the person who won because the drawing was at 10 this morning. Now he lives in a different country, so he actually stayed up until 1 a.m. His time the next day to be up with us at 10 o'clock this morning to do the giveaway live on YouTube. So he actually showed us the drawing. He actually had his girlfriend look at the channel and just randomly swipe and pick one. And basically, he picked 5 people randomly, put them in a hat, like kind of wrote them down, drew names, and he drew the one person. So as long as that person responds within a day, they're gonna get that $100. If not, he's probably gonna redraw or something. But
Nice.
just the fact that I have a guildmate that not only is a YouTuber, but it actually is donating money to help other gamers. That's freaking awesome. Like
Man.
that's helping out your community.
Man.
So shout outs to him.
Shout outs.
Again, it's VANVANNN. All ends in November. But he calls himself the Freak. So if you want to check out his YouTube videos, I'm not exactly sure what else he does, but I know he does a new Final Fantasy, a new Empire. So shout outs to him before I continue. But
it's all right,
the minor
girl.
topic.
Hurry back. Go ahead.
The actual minor topic that I have is they did another re-release of a Final Fantasy game, which typically I'm okay with because when they did the Final Fantasy X remastered, it was actually pretty cool because they redid quite a few things on it, and I thought it was pretty cool. Like they redid some of the soundtracks, they redid some of the way that it looks, because it does look better when you're playing it on a PS3 or the PS4 version. You have the PS4 version,
right?
So that was pretty cool. But this release that they did is they re-released Final Fantasy 12. And I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not really. I wasn't excited about it, and now that I've actually, watched people talk about it, I'm even less excited about it. They really didn't change anything from what I've been told. I mean, let me rephrase it. They changed one major thing, and I think that you can fast forward as you're walking. Through
is this the one where Lightning pretends to be Jesus?
No, that's 13.3.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Well, 12 is that one-player MMO Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the one everybody wants me to play.
Yeah.
I'll
be honest with you. Well, now just to kind of put it into perspective, Final Fantasy 12 is actually not an MMO. It is an actual just one-player, RPG. It just has an MMO style to it.
Okay.
The way that it works
MMO.
is
okay, my bad.
Yeah, 14 is an actual MMO, and so is 11. 11 and 14 are the MMOs, but 12, it was straight console, but the way that it plays, you feel like it's an MMO. So basically, you walk around. And basically, you set up these talents that you can do. I forgot exactly what they call it because I haven't played it in years. I don't even care for the game, but I did beat it at least. So the way that it works is you set up. So for example, if your HP is below a certain amount, your hero will automatically cast like Cure or something to get your life back up.
Right.
Whenever you approach a flying enemy, he'll automatically cast telekinesis to physically attack a flyer. So basically, it's a game where you set up all of these like things that you can do in certain situations where you don't have to press a button.
Oh, that's pretty stupid.
Plays itself.
You're muffled. You're muffled really, really bad. Just so you know.
Oh, I believe. But yeah, so that's basically what it is. It's kind of like I said, it plays like an MMO, but it's only just you. Well, I mean, you have your party of members with you, but you're literally playing by yourself, and it just feels awkward, And the story is okay, I would say. It's not horrible, but it's nothing to brag about.
It's not as bad as Lightning pretending to be Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not that bad
to me, and it's not because I'm a believer in Jesus. Let me phrase that. I don't mind. I don't mind that. Okay, I actually thought that was kind of cool, but the storyline and how it was portrayed, and how the game was, it was just.
Oh yeah, it bored me. Like I've typically finished every Final Fantasy game I played, even if I didn't like it, except that one,
Yeah, I
Final Fantasy
didn't. Yeah,
13 3.
I didn't finish it.
Every other Final Fantasy game that I didn't like, I finished. Like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. If any of you've ever heard of it, props to you. And have actually played it and beat it, props to you, because that game sucked hard. But you best believe I beat it anyway. But but Final Fantasy 12 is one of my least favorite RPGs, and
Mm-hmm.
the best thing that they did in the re-release is that they made it to where you can fast forward through the walking, so that when you're grinding, it doesn't take
Kind of like
as
Sims. No, I'm
long.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it feels that way.
He
It's
said.
definitely
He
nothing to
said.
brag about.
He said it feels that way. That's funny.
But I have to bring it up because I am a Final Fantasy guy, and it wouldn't make sense if I didn't bring that up. So that's why I want to let you guys know it's out there if you like Final Fantasy 12, because I know there are people out there who do like it. I don't care about it, but I'm at least letting you know. So
Yeah.
that's definitely a thing. I will mention though that this was the one time where a good friend of mine was worried that I wasn't going to eat, and this was the game where he actually came over and bought me a whole bunch of Church's chicken or something and brought it to my house because he was afraid that I was just going to play all day and not eat at all.
Well
So that
then.
was, but it was kind of thoughtful of him at least. I mean, no, I wouldn't have, just not ate because I'm freaking fat. I love to eat, but,
I'm fat. I
um,
love to eat. No,
but
I'm
the
just kidding.
thought, it was nice. So shout outs to my old boy Billy who did that for me. So and
See,
that was the game I was playing when that happened. So good
see,
memories at
that's what
least.
you call a reality streamer. In fact, I was over in Optic Midnight stream today, and She was talking about how, like, you know, before there was Twitch, there was going over to your friend's house and watching your friend who was really good at the game play the game, and you chilling and talking with your friends watching your other friend play the game. And
Yep.
and she's right, and that right there reminded me of it. It's like, hey, that person knew you were gonna sit there and play the game, so that homie went over there and donated you a bunch of chicken and had chicken delivered to you. But now he
Oh
brought it
yeah.
to you. He brought it to you, so he did the old school Twitch move to you, man. So shout outs to Billy, man. That's what's up. That's pretty cool, man. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, he's really cool. But that was pretty much the most of it. I mean, again, it's not a game that I care for, but I'm letting you guys know if you living under a rock and hadn't seen all the commercials about it, the re-release for 12 is there. If
To
you
be
want to
honest,
get it.
I must be in Iraq because I didn't see it. I didn't see the
Oh,
commercials.
okay.
I didn't even know it was coming out. To be honest, so I
Okay.
must be in Iraq.
Eh,
I'm
it happens.
it happens. I've been just, like, stupid busy, so that's probably why. That's crazy,
It
man.
happens.
That's cool. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to take us? Now, let me explore something. Me and OG do not talk about the episode really before. We don't have a agenda. We just we just go with the flow, and we just talk about what we talk about, pretty much how we would if we would call each other and have. See, this is a funny thing. Me and OG years ago would call each other probably about once a week, and we would discuss about what we would do, what we've done video game wise during the week, and some new things that we are coming up, and new things that we find interesting. Well, this is what sparked the podcast, because we were like, why don't we just record this? Because we realized that some of the stuff we were saying was pretty interesting and pretty informative. So we're pretty much doing this exactly how we would do our phone calls. And I'm sharing this with you first for a reason, because it's kind of funny how, even though we don't talk about the episode, it always matches up about what we're talking about. Now keep in mind, now keep on a later keynote that uh, OG brought up, is that he liked about how his friend was helping out his community and willing to give to his community. Now I want you to remember that for later on for what I'm about to talk about in the episode. Now, I guess I'll get on to what I played this week. A little bit up. I played Destiny 2 beta. Now,
And how was it?
okay. First and foremost, I'm not judging the game. Okay, it's a beta. I will not judge a game. I will not judge a beta by its game. I mean, I will not judge a game by its beta. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. First of all, I didn't even know the beta was coming out freely. I was like, well, I didn't pre-order the game, so I'm not gonna play it. Oh, then my cousin was like, bro, what are you thinking? Cause he was like, you'll be able to play it free tomorrow, and I'm like, which is not actually tomorrow. This is when we had the conversation. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So I downloaded it. Okay. First and foremost, the beta is very, 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 very small. And now you're going to sit there and tell me, well, it's beta, what does it matter? Well, the point of the beta is to test the game. Understood. But I would have just rather them just give me the one-player missions than give me multiplayer. Although I had a great time in the multiplayer, I feel that the multiplayer was very fun, but it got burnt out very easy because they only put one map in the game. One map, one scenario, one thing to do. And you'll sit there and say, well, that's no problem. Yeah, you're right. But they automatically leveled you out, so you didn't know how the leveling was going to be. They automatically maxed you out, so you didn't know how that was going to be. Granted, if you played Destiny 1, you probably know how it's going to be. I've played Destiny 1, so that's understood. But OG, for example, has never played Destiny, correct?
Right.
So if you was a first person, if you was somebody to step into Destiny 2 and try the Destiny 2 beta, and you played it, you would be lost. And it would not make you want to purchase the game, because you wouldn't understand how to do certain things. And so I was kind of taken off by that. And then they had it where you can get, like, because basically after each match or after each mission, regardless whatever you do, you can get loot, which you can get legendary loot, whatever. It depends. It just depends on the drop. Now the disappointing thing is that they added the drop, but they only added I would say 7 things. So pretty much during the whole time you're playing the game, you're getting the loot, you're pretty much just getting the same stuff. So there was really no reason to keep playing the game other than the fact you enjoyed playing the game. Now, did I enjoy playing the game? Well, yes, because it was stupid easy. I probably got my highest KD that I got in the game was like a 5.0 KD. So that was a 5.0 kill death ratio, which means pretty much in simple terms, I kicked ass. And I was kicking ass and taking names. I was like sitting there saying, dang, why can't I do this in Call of Duty? But like I said, it was just too short for me. I felt like there were certain things kind of broken, which things are supposed to be broken in the beta. But at the same time that I felt that those things that were broken, I felt like they did it to balance the beta so that people wouldn't get owned too fast. But it felt like I was owning people anyway. One of the things that was kind of broken was in the game they don't have where your grenades kind of like respawn. There's like a cooldown. So like each time you throw your nade, it's like I don't know, they had like a ridiculous, it felt like 30 seconds. So I would throw a grenade, kill 2 people, and then go and kill 2 people, and then go to kill another bunch of people, and I wouldn't have a nade. It just felt off rhythm. But I felt like they did that for a reason, so people weren't spamming nades. So I don't know. I like the game. I'm probably gonna get the game to to play with my cousin. because my cousin like loves that game. For those that don't know, my cousin's the one that donated the PS4 to me. So I will be playing Destiny 2 on the Xbox. Um, do I think it's gonna be a good game? Like I said, I'm really not gonna judge it. I guess the biggest downfall of the game that I was very disappointed is I played only Destiny 1 on the 360. I never played it on the Xbox One, and I never played it on the PS4. So when I went to go play this game, it felt like I was still playing Destiny 1 on the Xbox 360. That was probably the most disappointing part of the whole beta. Because it didn't really feel like I was playing a fresh game. And so that was just
Okay.
that was just disappointing to me. I don't know. Do you know anything about Destiny 2? Did you by chance download the beta by chance? Did you check it out?
Nah,
No.
I've actually never played a beta before, to be honest.
Okay.
So I typically just wait till the game comes out and then just kind of play it that way.
Would you be interested to play beta?
Eh, maybe.
He said maybe. He said maybe if it was a game that I wanted to play. Correct?
Right, right.
Right. Um. So yeah, that's just my take on Destiny 2, and I'll switch it over to you, man. Let you go ahead and speak on what you want to speak on.
Well, so I was watching YouTube videos. I was watching videos to see more of other people's opinions on the Final Fantasy mobile game that I'm playing,
Hmm.
and just to see what the general consensus was. Because so far, every video that I saw, everybody was praising and talking about how good it was. And then I finally came across a video of a guy who more or less said he hated it. And now I don't mind people, talking about why they don't like a game, but here is what kind of bothers me. When you're going to critique a game, there are certain things that you should avoid doing. For example, typically I wouldn't accuse anyone of, let's say, anything illegal,
Hmm.
more or less breaking the law, calling people out to the point to where they're kind of like really bashing them and kind of, messing up their character in general.
What's up,
And
Hellboy? Go ahead. Sorry.
no, you're good. The reason I bring that up is this person more or less made it seem like that this game was literally breaking the law. Now, to
Hmm.
cover himself, he said in a disclaimer that the source that he got this information from was from someone who commented on his YouTube channel when he made a previous video and called that person out, which is whatever. That's fine because you're trying to cover yourself, whatnot. The
Right.
problem is that he still supported it by more or less agreeing. And basically, he read a bunch of legal jargon that had nothing to do with it. And he was saying that the game forces you to spend money to play the game, which it doesn't. It's just
Hmm.
like any other mobile game where it's free to play or pay to get ahead. They're all the
Hmm.
same in that aspect. But the reason he said that it was illegal, he was trying to call it like a pyramid scheme.
What?
Now, in a yeah. So for those who don't know what a pyramid scheme is, because that's not a popular term these days, because no, I don't think anyone even hears about it anymore.
Hmm.
Basically, a pyramid scheme starts where there's one part of the triangle.
Hmm.
That person's trying to sell something. So he sells it to two people,
Hmm.
building up that triangle.
Hmm.
Those two people sell stuff to two more people, building down the triangle even further. And then each time someone else sells something, the person above them makes money, which makes money for the person above them.
Hmm.
That's a pyramid scheme. He was he was accusing Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire, of a pyramid scheme, and his reasons made no sense. He was saying that basically the first week the game came out, they merged the server twice. And the reason that the developers said they merged the servers twice was they
We lost you, bud.
had more people to play
Okay,
the
there you
game
go.
than they thought. And, certain people were just dominating, so they wanted to mix things up. and make it to where not there's not just one person dominating, that it was kind of free reign with multiple people, so everybody has competition no matter how much money you spend, which I think is legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
He says that that was the way to force people to spend money, because people who spent, let's say, $25 to become like the number, two person, all of a sudden you merge, and all of a sudden you're the number like 30 person, because now you have more competition. I honestly don't see nothing wrong with that. And that's not a pyramid scheme. That's just
No,
them merging servers.
he obviously doesn't understand what a pyramid scheme is.
Yeah, exactly. Now, of course, he covered himself by saying that this came from somebody else, but he fully endorsed it. So, I mean, that's why I'm still putting the blame. I'm not going to
Well,
name names,
let
but
me
I'm putting the blame on this guy.
let me ask you something.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this from an analytical standpoint. Did you check his views?
Did I check his viewer count
Yeah, like how many views does he have on that video?
on that particular video?
Yeah, on
I
that
actually
alone.
didn't check. I didn't do that actually,
Okay.
because I was actually
Oh, we lost you again.
typically see all that, but I can check on my actual YouTube on my phone and look for it and find it later.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of people saw it, and the only reason that I know a lot of people saw it is because he actually does do legitimate videos, which is the sad part.
Mm.
He's actually well known and has lots of subscribers,
Hmm.
who follow him for his, because he does a lot of Final Fantasy reviews for all
Hmm.
types of Final Fantasy games and probably other games too. But he's really, as a matter of fact, and I think this is the other reason that he's upset.
Hmm.
So the company that made the game actually asked them, they were going to pay him to advertise the game,
Um.
which was, and the amount was life changing, he said. And at first he was going to do it because when he first played the game, he actually enjoyed it. He really, really liked it.
Hmm.
And I mean, he spent a full day recording, and then he was just waiting for, I guess, the go ahead to post it or whatever.
We lost you.
Realized
Okay,
that
go ahead.
it wasn't as super duper easy as he thought it was, and he was complaining because his other complaint was the game makes you feel like you're very productive because it lets you build a lot of stuff, it lets you do things, up until you reach a certain level. Then all of a sudden things get more dramatic because things end up costing more. And he thinks that that's illegal because
Sounds like
you
Clash of
should.
Clans to me. I'm just saying, but go ahead.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like there's nothing illegal going on about this at all. I
No.
mean, the reason that the game, is giving you freebies because it's showing you how to play the game. It's saying,
Right.
hey, you can do this.
Right.
And as a bonus, you get to get a little bit of a level in this or whatever. So the game's helping you out until they basically eventually take the training wheels off. Once the training wheels are off, then you actually have to put in work. And this guy is salty because A, he had to put in work, and B, because all of a sudden it wasn't what he thought it was. He decided to not do the video, thus he didn't get paid.
That's interesting.
Uh,
That's very
yeah.
interesting. That's very interesting.
So, you anybody out there who's critiquing games, and this goes for me too, because I'm also doing mobile game reviews myself. Avoid accusing any company of anything illegal unless you have like some kind of proof, because you could potentially get sued for defamation of character, especially
Definitely.
if you point at a specific person.
Definitely.
Um, as a matter of fact, there was another video that I watched, and it was a guy that was actually bashing Final Fantasy 15 itself, not the mobile game, but the actual PS4 game, which is fine. I mean, everyone has their opinions on why they think it's good or bad. The problem was, is this particular person, and this is a different guy, he was specifically targeting one of the developers, saying that, you know, he knew better. He should have stopped this. And you know what? You need to be fired. You need to be off the next Final Fantasy project. I mean, he was literally just bashing this guy who clearly knows what he's doing because he's done Final Fantasy games before. He even mentioned how he was on older Final Fantasy titles that was very successful. But now
Right.
all of a sudden, because he makes a Final Fantasy game that he doesn't like, he's like the worst employee, worst game developer ever, and literally was just spending half the video bashing this guy. And it's like, you really shouldn't do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's just not something you do,
No, you do.
So I'm,
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, like I said, just anyone who's saying their opinion about something, just talk about the facts, talk about the game itself, and let it be that. Don't talk crap about a particular person because you're just butthurt about a situation. Don't make false accusations of illegal dealings if there's no solid evidence and everything is just kind of what you heard from somebody
Right.
else. Um, Come up with your own facts. I mean, just don't bash it. Just stick with the facts, stick with the game, why you like it, why you don't like it, and move on with your life. Like,
Right.
don't like for example, I about a couple of weeks ago made a review of the game Seven Nights, and I'll
Right.
be honest, I was a little aggressive at parts of it because I was kind of upset about certain things I didn't like about it. You'd probably find it interesting. You probably end up laughing because you see
Yeah.
me kind of get upset.
Yeah.
But
RGB or whatever. RG whatever. Yes. Go ahead.
yeah,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
but I didn't bash the game developers. I didn't bash anybody who made the game specifically. I just stuck to the facts of the game, and this is what needs to happen or change in the game.
Right.
That was it. I stuck to the facts. I showed evidence of what it was, and then I let it go. And then even after me bashing certain things, I still gave it a good rating because despite its flaws, I said it was still a good game. And
Right.
you got to be objective. You got to look up both sides, the good and the bad, and then come up with a legitimate review based on that. So that's
Right.
just a lesson for everybody else to learn because some people are just not doing it right.
Definitely. And it's funny you bring this up. And again, like I said, we don't talk about the show, but there's something that I could bring up to add to that. For those, I mean, you probably never heard of this guy, but there's a very well known Twitch streamer named Doctor Disrespect. He plays unknown battlegrounds. I mean, this dude has like over 50,000 viewers watching him while he plays. He's probably streaming right now as we speak. And, well, his name's Dr. Disrespect. And, so he talks a lot of crap and a lot of trash, whatever. Well, he kind of went too far. Something happened. I don't remember what happened in the actual game, but he actually threatened one of the developers and said he was gonna like hit him in the head or bash him in the head or something like that. And the developer did not take it lightly. They actually banned him from the game and said,
Yep.
no, wait. He actually, never mind. He team killed somebody. He team killed somebody. Doctor Disrespect team killed somebody for doing something crazy or whatever, and then he like lashed out at the creator, um, because they banned him from team killing because you're not supposed to team kill in that game like whatsoever, and
Right.
he lashed at the creator of the game and was like, oh, blah blah blah, you know, I'm gonna bash your head in, whatever, something, and the creator of the game took it seriously. He's like, I don't care if your name's Doctor Disrespect. He's like, you have you have a duty as a streamer, or as an entertainer, or as an uh um a character, or I can't think of the right word, to present yourself in the right manner. And mind you, Dr. Disrespect was doing this all over Twitter, and so a lot of it was course, it was mixed. A lot of people were on his side, a lot of people weren't on his side, and saying, it's disrespectful. Well, the guy, long story short, the guy took it personal, and and banned them. They banned them from Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. Everybody knows that's Doctor Disrespect's like main game. Everybody comes in to watch Doctor Disrespect play this game, and he got banned from it for doing that stuff. So that just goes right along with OG saying, you just don't lash out to the creators of the game, because first and foremost, you don't know what it takes to make the game. You
Nope.
know,
You don't have a clue.
it's like people that come in here and bash at me for streaming. Okay, I'm not making you watch me stream. I'm not the only person to watch. There's 3.5 something million people to watch on Twitch. You choose to watch me, that's your choice. You think you do it better than me? Go ahead. You think you could make a better game than the guy that made this game? Go right at it, bro. Go make it. See what you can do with it. And the thing that I was gonna bring, the reason why I asked you about the analytics, is because this dude might have been just saying, you know what, I might just be trying to make money off this video and just cause a drama because, drama sells sometimes. And,
Yeah, it does.
he might have just been trying to cause drama. It seemed like to me that, this is just my personal opinion, could be wrong, seemed like to me that he thought he was going to get a certain amount of money for uploading the game and video, and then they told him a different price, and so he just came up with some BS bull about like why he doesn't like the game, because his argument
Made up
made,
an excuse, basically.
right, his
yeah.
argument made no sense. Now if his argument would have maybe had some substance, then yeah, of course I would, say, well, he's kind of entitled to his opinion, and he was still wrong for bashing the company. But his opinion's not even validated. That's like me saying I don't like Call of Duty because it's not like Mario Kart. What? What? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that makes no sense. That game, like, now mind you, now I'll be honest, I don't like the mobile game, but it's not because it's a bad game. It's just not my style of game.
Right.
It reminds me of all those like there's another one called War of God, or some war or something, where like that fine blonde chick, she all gets all sexified, and she's all, your village is ready, and you build your village and you go and destroy things, and it's all over TV. But anyway, it's the same thing. They teach you how to play the game. They give you free resources. They give you gems and all this stuff. And then after so long, you're out of the tutorial. And then it takes like 3 or 4 days to build a building, to level up your stuff. And
Yep.
you're grinding the game hard. So I don't understand. What up, Kappa Jen? What's up, Crew Dog? So again, like, for that person to say that, what that tells me is that person's never played a game like that in his life, because that game, the game that I'm talking about, was way longer than the Final Fantasy game that you're talking about. What's up, boobies? What's good? What's going on, you guys? Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's really crazy. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Super NES Classic. Have you heard the news?
What's the good news, sir?
It's not really good news. It's kind of bad news.
What's this wonderful, terrible news?
Walmart canceled everybody's pre-orders.
Oh, that sucks.
So if you were the person that pre-ordered the mini SNES for the Classic, your pre-order got canceled, and you don't know. You just don't know. Like,
Are they at least getting their money back?
from what I read, I believe so, but it's not like immediate. It's not like you
Okay.
walk into Walmart and say, "Give me my money. Where's my money?" and you're gonna get your money. I think there has to be like a process of some sort. But so I again, I didn't read the whole article. Kind of just skimmed through
Sure.
it. Again, that's my fault. But it was just me saying, "Look, I told you so," because I knew there was gonna be drama with this situation. There always is, because why? Nintendo does this on purpose to build hype. They gotta build demand somehow, one way. And do they really need to? Not really, because the next thing I'm gonna talk about after this is how well the Switch is doing. The Switch is doing really, really well. But so, just a little breaking in the news. There's the pre-orders for the Classic NES from Walmart has been canceled, and I think what happened is they just can't meet supply and demand. I just think that's what happened, and they just said, "Well, we gotta cancel everybody." So there you go. And since that was short, I'm gonna go ahead and bleed into the Switch. I'm gonna bleed into the Twitch. That sounds real dirty.
Nice.
Bleeding into the Twitch. The Switch is doing really well. Surprisingly, you know what game's doing really well for the Switch right now?
What's that?
Splatoon 2.
I actually saw, I think it was like Game Informer that did something about Splatoon. So, yeah, apparently it's a thing.
Yeah.
Apparently it's very, very popular, and everybody and their grandma's on it.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I watched it out of everybody to watch. Twitch spotlighted somebody that was playing Splatoon 2, and I believe they were in Dutch, so I could understand a word they were saying. But
Of course.
I was watching them play it. I mean, and the game's pretty self-explanatory. I just don't understand. The emote is $9.99. Available now. Yo yo yo. Wait, the yo yo yo's available now? No, it's not. The yo yo yo's not available, is it? Wait, the $9.99 emote's available now? No way. Hold on. Hold the front phone. Hold on. For those that don't know, my emotes have been slowly getting approved. And so, if you sub to me for the $4.99, you get the Oh My Jesus emote. And yes, I have a picture of Jesus with the OMJ. It's pretty funny. You gotta check it out. OG.
Okay.
And
Actually, I saw it earlier. It was on the screen,
oh, you saw it
on the
earlier?
Twitch screen.
Awesome. Oh, so you're watching the stream right now.
I'm actually watching it.
Oh my God! So you're watching me do Houdini tricks. Oh my Jesus.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my new thing. It's my ghetto green screen. It's a green screen without a green screen. It's free for 7 days, and then after the 7 days, it's $9.99.
Of course.
You're muffled, by the way. So anyway, let me check this out real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta see this. I got to see this. Crew Dog, don't you be pulling my wheelchair legs.
Uh-oh.
Don't be pulling my wheelchair legs, Crew Dizzle. Oh my Jesus! It is available. That's pretty freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. That's cool. Yo yo yo. So anyway, I was watching the game Splatoon 2. I don't understand. Like the whole game, you're just painting a territory, and it's like at the end of the, it's like you have one side and you have another side, and if your majority of your color is more painted than the other side, then that person wins. And that's pretty much it. The game looked beautiful though. It was
Okay.
720p. Like as far as graphic wise, I mean, for a game that was on the Switch, and for a lot of people to say that the Switch's graphics would kind of suck, the game looked beautiful. But again, I just don't understand the competitiveness of it. Like, I'm not hype. It wouldn't get me hype. But apparently everybody loves that game. But here's the thing. Apparently Pokemon is coming. Regular Pokemon. Not Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon's always got new stuff coming out, and that's always been popular for some reason. I've never gotten into it myself, with the exception of Pokemon Go. I did play that for a couple of months, but other than that, I've never actually got into a Pokemon game. Not even the trading card game, because I was big into Ghost kind of stuff as well, but I never played that either. But that was always a big deal amongst gamers, is Pokemon.
So, Boobies, if I was to read that emotes together, that's pretty much just, oh my Jesus, kiss my ass.
Oh, wow.
Because she's got Grandpa's emote, and Grandpa's emote is a jackass with lips on the butt. So it's a jackass, and then my emotes together, so it says, "Oh my Jesus, kiss my ass."
It's a very awkward combination.
very,
okay.
very. Oh my Jesus. So I'm gonna be like, "Oh my Jesus, kiss my ass." So, yeah, and then Another thing that's happening with the Switch that I'm very happy. Uh, you was wondering if I would get it? Yeah, I'm somewhat smart sometimes. It's my favorite new combo. Man, that's what's up. I'm glad me and Grandpa are the combination, the combination sensation. One thing I was happy to hear about the Switch is that they finally released a case that also protects the console, because they actually call it a console, and the screen of the Switch. And it's actually reasonable. Guess how much it costs?
How much?
And you're supposed to guess.
$9.99.
Unfortunately, no. But it's cheaper than most of the expensive phone cases you'll find. It's only, I think it was $15.99.
So it wasn't too far off.
No, you went too far. It's not bad. It's not bad. My third emote's more expensive than that. My third emote you have to get is $24.99. Now, mind you, I don't set these prices. Those are Twitch prices. So, if you think that's a little outrageous, I'm sorry. I can't help that. I think it's kind of a little outrageous for a third emote, but hey, it is what it is. It helps me. It helps Twitch. So, it is what it is. And do you have anything else? Because I have more, but I just want to make sure that I don't ramble on too much without letting you speak.
I did, but it left me. Like, it just totally went away.
It totally went away. That's fine.
Yeah, so I got mentally trolled. Unfortunately, guys, I do apologize for the inconvenience.
You got trolled because you were doing other things on your phone.
Well, actually, yeah, I was telling the guy on that I was basically giving him a shout out because he's actually on chat right now on the Final Fantasy game. So I'm just letting him know that I just gave him a shout out on Twitch. So
you need to learn.
Multitasking, yeah.
You need to learn how to copy. You need to learn how to copy a link and send a link, so you can send the link to these people so they can watch it live. And I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna do it for you. I'm gonna show you. And speaking of link, unfortunately, the guys at Video Games Live, they have not yet looked at the video. I did email him, or I did message him on Twitter. I messaged him everywhere. I messaged him on Twitter. I messaged him on Facebook. And he has not read it yet, and he has not seen it yet. Granted, I'm not taking offense to it because I know the man's busy, so it is what it is. I mean, it's cool. I ain't even tripping. If he watches it, he watches it. If he don't, he don't. So the next thing I want to talk about, I know what I want to talk about. I just don't know how I want to. You better not. I've already jacked it up twice, dude. I've already done it twice. So, I accidentally sprung my shoulder this week too, OG.
Uh-oh.
I pretty much, because what I do is I do this. You see this? I get lazy and I put my arm like this. And then I lay like this. And then I get intense to the game, or I get excited. And then, like, it pretty much jacked up my arm. So, like, I've been in, like, hella pain all week, and I finally figured out what the problem was, because I didn't understand what the problem was, and I finally figured it out today, and I keep doing it, and it's a very bad habit, and so I need to stop doing it. Really need to stop doing it. I don't know what I'm gonna do to get it to stop doing it, but I need to stop doing it. So the next thing I want to bring up is, it's kind of like a subject that I want to bring up. I brought it up to Optic Midnight's channel as a comment, and I thought it was a good topic to discuss. She had this video. I'm using her as an example because it's what sparked the situation in me. She had this video of talking about we need to talk, and she was basically talking about how her YouTube channel is dead. And that sparked something in me, and I did message her this comment already, and she did see the comment. I didn't even know she's seen the comment. She actually talked to me today about it. She actually appreciated my comment. She thought it was pretty freaking awesome that I actually said something like that, and she appreciated it very much. I actually want to go back and clip it because I just think it's pretty freaking cool. Because I'm like a big fan of hers. So basically, she was talking about in this video about how, like, her channel's dead and she's sorry, but this time it's gonna be different, and she's gonna, like, pretty much be putting more content on her channel, and she was explaining why she hasn't been putting content, and basically it's just because she hasn't really found a game to make content about. And so this sparked a comment in me, and I said, Optic, I was like, I call her Optic, I call her Midnight, I changed it. I said, you've accomplished a lot of things. I said, one thing you got to realize, you are not a channel, you are a brand. So everywhere you go, you are alive. The only time you are dead is when you are dead on the inside. You are not dead. And I gave her this analogy in the comment. I said, think about Law and Order, right? Law and Order was originally on regular TV. And it was, a hot show. And it was, on local network. Well, eventually it moved to a different network, which is the USA. And it still does amazing. Now, it's dead on the local network, but that doesn't mean the show is dead itself. The show still is amazing. The content is still amazing, but the show is not dead. And that's the way I kind of brought it to her. I was like, you are a brand. You just moved to different networks. You strive on streaming. You strive on Twitch, but that doesn't mean that you're dead. So your channel is not dead. You just change networks. Keep it up and keep going. Don't worry about what people say about your channel being dead. And that's just something that I want to say. Just because you're not getting flow through your channel, just because you're not getting the response that you think that you should be getting, doesn't mean that you're dead. You're only dead if you're dead on the inside. If you're like this, well, guys, today, I don't know what we're... That's dead. That's dead. That means you're not happy. That means you're not wanting to do what you're wanting to do. But if you are loving what you want to do, and you are passionate about what you're doing, and you're excited about what you're doing, and you're hype, and you just love what you're doing in general, you're not dead. You are very much alive. And you should express that regardless whether you have 2, 100, or 400 people. Because regardless, that energy is going to generate and manifest into somebody else. I don't know. What do you have to say, OG?
Well, the other thing too is you kind of have to have your own character, your own thing. The way that you do your thing will show how into it you are and how legitimate and how passionate you are about it. If, like, for example, like anytime that I open up with my YouTube video, I'm always saying, "What's up, gamers?" And then I kind of go on to whatever I'm doing for that video.
Right.
So that's kind of like my opener. So I have certain things that are kind of my me things, and then I just kind of have my own style of how I do things, and that's me. And people see my stuff as legit, and they know that I like what I do, so it makes the videos better.
Right.
So I'm 100% on the board of what you're talking about there. It makes perfect sense.
Right. Like my thing, when I first, I was like, when I first started, I'm all, if you're feeling the vibe, hit the like button or subscribe. Or, when I get a follower, I do this crazy follow thing that everybody loves. In fact, I think people just follow just to hear the alert sometimes, me doing it. And people make crazy names just to hear it over and over and over again. Like today, I had people following me with some crazy names just to see if I was gonna say the names, but I didn't say them. Ha ha, ha ha.
Nice.
Because I was smart. And let's see. I'm not ready to release the big news yet. I'm not ready to release the big news yet. I'm gonna release it. I'm just not ready yet. The next thing I want to talk about is we're gonna talk about Mega Man. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, you did. I remember a while back we were talking about Mega Man last episode, I believe.
Oh, you're good. You didn't. Hey, I'm just now fixing to talk about Mega Man. Thanks to Diesel. Diesel Girl is the one that hooked me up with the content of the Mega Man content. And and um to talk about what we were talking about the other day, Diesel. I have seen him before. I have watched his videos before. I just don't pay attention to names. I more recognize a person for who they are. Like, meaning I recognize, like, unless I like really know them, I more recognize a person's video by from me watching. I don't really look at the name sometimes, and I don't even like look when I subscribe, because I'm like, I subscribe in the moment. Like, if I'm really feeling your videos and I'm like informing and like I'm feeling like I'm enjoying it, I just automatically hit subscribe. I don't even look at the name, because what I do is in my YouTube feed, I just look at the videos. I don't even like go to certain people's videos. I'll just like look to see who's like done them like most recent, and I'll look, and if it's something that catches my eye, I'll watch it. Even if it's a topic that I don't even necessarily want to watch, or know about, if it catches my eye, I'll watch it. In fact, I've been trolled a few times because of that. So, but anyway, so apparently there is a Mega Man Maker, and it's already out. It's actually out for PC. You can download it. I don't have the URL links by chance, but you can go ahead and you can download it, and pretty much you can. It's pretty much like Mario Maker, but it's very limited because it's not. It's not necessarily approved by Nintendo. It's not necessarily approved by Capcom. It's just something that a loyal fan, a loyal creator started to make, and then as it progressed, more people started to help him come up with more content and stuff like that. So it's very awesome, but very limited. I would say when you get your PC, you should check it out, because even if you don't even get like the best PC, like you're not gonna need nothing really to run it. It's like, because it's still going to be, it's still in the Mega Man 16-bit or 8-bit, however many bits Mega Man is in, and it spans from, you can create stuff from like Mega Man 1 from all the way from like the from like the last Mega Man. So I mean, it's pretty freaking cool. As far as I know, you can upload your levels and have people play your levels, critique your levels, and what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to create a Mega Man community, people to like create like levels. And what I was thinking is eventually they should like make a community of where like people make these videos, but at some point like they make a game, but each level of the game you have to download. So like, say for instance, me and you make a Mega Man game called Mega Man OGX23, right? And that's gonna be the name of our game. But to download level 1, you got to go to my page. To download level 2, you got to download OG's page, and so forth and so forth and so forth and so forth. And then you gotta find, and you gotta search to find the last level, which I think would be pretty cool. I don't know. I just came up with that when I was like watching the video. I think it'd be kind of cool, cause it's like be kind of like on the.
Okay.
It'd be kind of like for the search for the lost levels of Mega Man, but basically what they're just doing right now is they're trying to make it like Mario Maker, but right, like I said, right now it just hasn't been like released
polished yet, really.
Yeah, it's not really like where you can like download it on PlayStation or anything like that. You basically,
so it's like an indie game kind of.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's an indie game, and so that's pretty cool on that. And then Diesel Girl, you were correct on the first part where you thought you had to correct yourself. They are making a movie. Fox bought the rights to Mega Man as far as like movie wise, So that'll be interesting. And the people that are going to be making the movie are the makers of the paranormal movies, which I really thought to be interesting. Ivy, you're supposed to be laying down. Go to the bathroom and lay down.
Parenting at its finest.
Parenting at its finest. And boy, she's just like as hard-headed as I am. You would really think she came from me. I promise. So yeah, like Fox bought rights to the movie, and the makers of Paranormal are gonna be making the movie. And for those that don't know about Paranormal Activity, it's a scary movie. It's like supposed to be like this, like, oh, it's like really happening, and somebody's like recording it with their actual camera, but at the end you find out it's fake. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know necessarily if they're the right people to make the movie, to be honest. But I mean, there really haven't been any really good successful game movies out there anyway, so I mean, why not take the chance, right?
See, anytime there's like a video game movie or show, whatever, I have to check it out just because I'm a video game fan, especially if it's a franchise that I'm really big into. This is a Mega Man game or a movie. Obviously, I'm big into Mega Man games, so yeah, I definitely want to check it out. Are my expectations high? No.
Yeah.
I've been very disappointed, and so has a lot of the gaming community about a lot of video game movies that have come out in the past. So I'm not expecting like quality or anything like that, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. And if it ends up being good, then it'll just be a good surprise. You know what I mean? I'll take it what I can get. But I mean, I'm anxious to see it. As
Mm.
far as who makes it, I never let that judge if I think it's going to be good or not. Because just because someone does bad on one movie means doesn't necessarily mean they can do bad on another, or and vice versa. Just because they had an awesome hit doesn't mean they're not gonna have a crappy one later. So that typically doesn't matter to me as far as who made it, because you know every developer, I guess you will, um, makes good and bad. So for what they do, so I don't like to use that as a way to say is it going to be good or not.
Diesel Girl said the first Mortal Kombat movie was the shiznit. Just saying. Yeah, I gotta say for that there were some games, but see, it's funny, right? I don't think, and I always forget that Mortal Kombat is a video game when it comes to the movie. Like I always forget because, like, Mortal Kombat movie was something, even though, like, because if you think about it, right, the very first Mortal Kombat really didn't have a story. So the movie is kind of what gave Mortal Kombat its in-depth story, if you think about it. So, that's where they did good with the movie. Ironically, I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 2 more than Mortal Kombat 1. Just because they had more of my favorite characters that I wanted to see. And the graphics were a little bit better. Now, the next thing that threw me off is that they're making a show too. I don't know. I'm hoping, which, 2D cartoons are pretty much nowhere to be found anymore. But I would hope that it's going back to 2D. I liked Mega Man cartoons, man. I watched a lot of Mega Man cartoons. I thought Mega Man cartoons was the shit. Did you watch the Mega Man cartoons? OG? Are we there? Hello? OG? Hello?
Hello, hello.
Hello? Yes. Okay.
Apparently, I was out for a bit.
Okay. Apparently, you went out.
I did watch the Mega Man cartoons, but I wasn't really super hype about it. But I liked it. Like it was good to watch. Yeah. As far as like, yeah, because you said you really really liked it, huh? You
I
really
did, but you gotta remember I was a kid back then, though. Of course.
Yeah. Well, so was I. But. And on a side note, I actually enjoyed the first Mortal Kombat movie better than the rest of them.
There's
I thought
only
the first one was the
I
best
was
one.
I was gonna say there's only two of them, so you didn't miss too
I thought
many.
there was three.
Nope, Only two.
I could have sworn there was a third one. Okay, maybe
Nope.
it was just two.
It's just
Okay.
two. I'm praying
All
for a
right.
third
Well
one.
then.
I'm praying for a third one.
Okay. But like
You're muffled again. You quit changing your clothes. This is why we can't have. This is exactly why we can't have him on cam, because he always changes his clothes during stream. No, just kidding. He's always streaming naked.
No. Yep, every day. I'm stripping on the side for money. You know, you do what you got to do.
Yeah, he's just in the back right now.
Yeah, no, but no, yeah, I'm not always a fan of video game movies, but the original Mortal Kombat was one of my favorite video game movies of all time. It's actually up there in my top 3 for sure.
See, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just like
the first one, not the second one. I didn't like the second one.
You didn't like the? Why you didn't like the second one? What was wrong with the second one?
It just seemed corny. Like how they were all trying to do the animalities and whatever near the end, and I don't know. It seemed like they were doing too much. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it.
What do you mean?
Like, the first one was all about the story and the combat. This one was kind of.
You mean
maybe more fan service?
The animality was in the first one. Yes. Liu Kang turned into the dragon and killed Shang Tsung in the very first Mortal Kombat. Or not Shang Tsung, but yeah.
So now I have to watch it. It's been too long.
Yeah,
but they did something in the second one. I'm sure that was weird. I'm pretty sure it was the second one, but I'll have to look again.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't like the first one, because it didn't make no sense. Because I'm like, how you gonna introduce animality in the first Mortal Kombat when it wasn't even in the first Mortal Kombat? It was in the second one.
I'm sure it was in the second one. I'm pretty sure that was in the second one. Like, I'm almost for sure about that. Because in the first one, I believe he like kicked Shang Tsung like into some spikes or something like that in the first one, if I'm not mistaken. I thought that's how he quote unquote killed him.
No, but he went to go for the kick, and then something happened, and then he had to get like super mad and super angry, and he ate him.
We'll have to look at it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be like, see, too bad we can't. Too bad we can get trouble for streaming it, because I'd be like, because I'd be like, man, we could just watch it together and stream it. But I get in trouble. Not allowed to stream movies and watch.
Fair enough.
Which I don't understand why, but whatever.
It's a money thing. That's why.
I guess they feel like I'd made money off the movie, but whatever.
I want you to buy it, remember?
Yeah. Whatever. Them silly rabbits. So yeah, I don't know if they're going to make it in an anime series or what, but yeah, I would hope that. I mean, I don't know. Fox always made good cartoons. I remember watching X-Men, Spider-Man, all that stuff when I was like at home. So we'll see. I mean, it's not gonna be your regular Saturday morning cartoon. So, you know,
I doubt it.
Definitely. So, all right, I got my major announcement to make. It's pretty freaking major. He was in here. I'm pretty sure he's okay for me to announce this, even though it hasn't been fully official yet. But I know it's gonna be fully official. So for those that don't know, I've left Team Ponage. I am no longer with Team Ponage. Let's just say I got offered a very, very nice opportunity and a very generous opportunity. Due to they like who I am, and they see my growth, and they see how hard I work, and they offered it to me, and I took it. I left Team Ponage, and I am now going to be with the esports team, streaming for the esports team, an organization called Olympius. Olympius is actually, you Google Olympius right now, you'll find a whole bunch of stuff on Olympius. Okay. A whole bunch of stuff on Olympius. they just placed in the top 17th in the Halo tournament. They went 6-2, and they also have a Call of Duty team. They're getting a Gears of War team together, and the main thing. Now this is where me and OG Stories connect, right? The main thing is that they help out their viewers. They help out their viewers. They help out their members. They help out people in the community. Everything. Basically, they are founded by veterans. What I mean by veterans, I don't mean game veterans. I mean like military. So pretty much
Right.
most of the people in the organization are military, and so it's very well organized, like the military. They also like help. They have like these like programs to help like small streamers grow, help other streamers grow, and one of the amazing things that caught my attention is um, they had one of their members fathers pass away, and they started up a fundraiser for him, and they have raised over 35. I think he was telling me something over $3,500 for that man.
Nice.
That's amazing to see somebody do that, and so some people you would think that's automatic. I'm here to tell you guys, a lot of people don't do that kind of stuff. A lot of organizations don't do that kind of stuff. They also have they have, like I said, they have a stream team, but also when you go and you stream on you stream on their channel, they know that streaming on another channel and not streaming from your channel takes away from your channel. So what they do is they show appreciation. They have like little things to help you, like to help you show you, or to attract more viewers to you, I guess would say. Like as far
Okay.
as like they have this thing to where, like, with, say for instance, if I'm live right now, and I put in a topic what I'm going to talk about, basically their thing will go and on Twitter and pull the things that I'm talking about, and it will like paste it on their Twitter. And for the stream team, pretty much, if I'm saying, for instance, if I'm streaming over there for 20 hours or 30 hours or whatever, they have a streamer of the month program. And if you get if you win streamer of the month program, you get like a $50 gift certificate somewhere with one of their sponsorships, or something to that kind of reward or something like that. So you actually get some kind of appreciation for helping out the community and streaming on the stream team. Also, they have their own website and all these things. If you want to go check them out, go check out Olympias. I think it's Olympias esports.net, if I'm not mistaken. I've been there a lot. I'm actually going to be on the stream team. So that means if you go into the website and click on there, eventually you're going to see my pretty face and me and a little bio and all this stuff. And we also, like I said, we also help out organizations, vets, and things for veterans and stuff like that. So it's pretty freaking amazing. And the fact that like they're actually established and they actually have actual legit esports teams. They actually have a legit Rainbow Six esports team. All these things, man, it's like pretty freaking amazing.
That's awesome.
I'm actually gonna be also having like being on the stream team. You automatically get sponsorships. One is going to be with like their, I think it's called Overpower Energy, and basically it's kind of like G Fuel, but it's kind of better because they actually give you nutrients for your brain. There's like a certain vitamin that you need for your brain, and actually that has it in there. So it's just a lot of things that are unfolding, and a lot of things that are pretty amazing. And the beautiful thing about it, the beautiful thing is we are going to be implementing the podcast with Olympia Esports. And what does that mean? Hopefully, if it gets approved by the other people, by the other owners, we're going to be pray on this now. We're going to be interviewing like people, like you never know, we may interview people from the esports team. We may, we're going to be talking about like special events that are going on. We're going to be plugging special events that are going on with Olympias and all these different things. So things are really looking up. It's a pretty major, pretty freaking cool announcement. I'm super excited, and if some of people are offended that I left Team Ponage, I'm sorry. There's nothing against you guys. I was only with you guys for a very short time, and it's kind of like this: when you work for a job and you get offered a better position, a better pay. I'm not saying they pay me. I'm just saying that hypothetically, if you get offered a better position and a better pay and, better benefits, you're going to go take that job unless you're well rooted. And unfortunately, I wasn't well rooted in Team Ponage. So it was very easy for me to be like, okay, I could see myself being with this organization. Plus, I like the fact that we're helping out veterans and what it stands for. I just, I'm all about charity work. I'm all about doing that. So it's pretty freaking amazing. I'm pretty freaking excited, pretty freaking stoked. And in fact, today, they, like I said, on the Halo team, they just became in the top 17. So that's pretty freaking awesome. So, yeah, man.
Nice.
Big, major things are coming. And I didn't even know this, but for you guys that are streamers and those that are listening on the podcast, any organization, any streaming team, anybody can come into your stream, look into your name, type your name into Social Blade, and see like how well you're doing, see your analytics, and that can help you in the long run because that's what helped me. And a lot of times you have to fill out an application and do certain things and get approved. And I was blessed. The God was awesome. This is truly God. I can't give no credit but to God. They said, hey, we want you to come. And I'm like, done deal, Holyfield, let's do it. Now, mind you, they didn't tell me I had to leave Team Ponage. I had to leave Team Ponage due to technicalities, because they also have an esports team in the works. It's not, I don't think, official yet for Team Ponage, but it's in the works. And I can't be a part of two teams that have an esports team or whatsoever. So I chose Olympias. For my own personal reasons, if you want to know, I'm not gonna tell you, but you guys know the main reasons why is because, to me, it's a promotion in my eyes. It's a promotion, a better, I won't say better because that's kind of putting them down, but something that offers me something that fits for me, I guess to say. So this is where I'm at right now. It's supposed to be finalized today. Finalized tonight. The person that got me in, he's one of the owners, Hellboy. He was in here just a little bit ago. So shout outs to them, shout outs to everybody. It's been pretty freaking amazing. It's been an amazing ride. I can't believe we're already almost halfway to 900. Let's go, let's get it. I'm super hyped. I don't even know. It freaking blows my mind, dude. It really freaking, it humbles me to an extent that it's like, wow. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
to really,
that's a big deal.
yeah, yeah. It's
Like I
really
am very, very, very happy for you making that move. And honestly, I don't think you should feel sorry. You know, it comes a time in your life where you have to make decisions. You have to move on. You know, uh, what you had in the beginning was good. No, I
right.
mean it was a cool thing, but you found something better. You know, that's kind of making you grow better and making you do more things and bigger things. And you got to push for that. You can't just let things like that pass you by.
Right,
So
exactly. I was like, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and they're, with them, just like getting into the Halo scene and getting that far into the Halo championships, like that, like kind of, put them up there where they're like everybody's like wants to know who they are, wants to get to know them, So, and it's like I get to be a part of that, and that's pretty freaking amazing. And and like I said, it's the cause that drove me, and it's the cause, and the professionalism and the organization, the way that things are just bam, 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 like set up, and how it's a good oiled machine, and I like being part of good oiled machines because it's like less work on me, and I can just focus on doing what I need to do as a streamer. So I'm very super excited. I'm super excited where it's gonna take the podcast because they're super excited about the podcast. We might have some guests on. Who knows what the future holds for the podcast here and there. So again, check out Olympias Esports, man. Check them out. Freaking amazing. They're gonna be doing some amazing things. They already are doing amazing things. In fact, one of them's on right now, streaming on right now. So it's pretty freaking cool. What was the other? Is there anything other majorly that I wanted to talk about? Not really. There's not really like nothing like oh my Jesus, like really going on except for that PlayStation's coming out with their own gaming developing program to where you can make your own games from your PlayStation and you can like share them and then like have people play your game, and then if PlayStation likes them, then they will back it, and it'll become a full-fledged game. Now the difference between the PlayStation dev program and the Xbox dev program, Xbox, you gotta buy certain things. You actually have to buy a kit. PlayStation, you don't have to do nothing. Everything that you need is automatically in the PlayStation. You just gotta I think there's like an app or something that you just gotta download or something. I don't remember the fullness of it because I've had so much has going on this week, and I've just been trying to get myself prepared, get everything prepared. So yeah, it's just been a crazy week, but super psyched and super stoked. So if you want to go check out that dev program, let me know, and I will look more into it for you PlayStation heads. Xbox heads, you guys actually have to fill out a survey, go to the website, fill out a survey, fill out all this nonsense, and then they send it to you in the mail, and you have to have a computer, which is a major downfall. PlayStation, you don't have to have a computer, and you don't have to fill out nothing. So with that said, OG, do you have anything you would like to say? Or
well, basically, just to let y'all guys know, since he brought it up the last time, this time my birthday's coming up, which will be this coming Sunday.
nice.
Oh, yeah, I actually took the day off. I actually asked for the day off, and they approved it the same day. And they were just like, "Yeah, we'll give it to you, no big deal." So I'm not doing anything special or anything, but I like to just real relax and chill, And sometimes I do get surprised anyway. So because I am exactly 50 weeks older than you,
Yeah, I know that's
because
really
my
weird.
birthday is 2 weeks after yours, except for I'm a year older than you. So it's kind of how that works out. So there's 52 weeks in a year minus 2 weeks. I'm 50 weeks older. It's kind
Nice.
of weird.
You 50-week-year-old man.
I know, right?
So are you? So okay. So are you gonna be? So you're not doing nothing.
Well, I might actually make some videos because I think that that would be a good idea since I've been kind of neglectful on posting videos, so I'm going to be doing a few tomorrow and a few Sunday. But as far as I know, and that could be subject to change, as far as I know, nothing's going on.
Okay. Well, if there's something going on and I could be a part, let me know, cause I wanna celebrate your birthday with you. Oh, my next question is: any word on the Smash Brothers tournament?
Oh, well, it depends now because I mean, currently I am scheduled to work,
Okay.
so ideally wouldn't be able to go. However, if I get this new position, I'll be off on weekends, so we potentially could be able to still go. So now it just depends on if I get the new job or not.
Okay.
So
So for the
I'll still have to let you know.
for those that don't know, me and there's an Smash Brothers for the GameCube tournament gonna be happening August 8th, correct?
I'm looking it up now, actually, so I'm glad you brought that up.
I
Let
think it's
me just.
August 8th,
I
and
want to say yes, but let me just find it because I don't want to just make that up. But it's at Game Over in the Forum for those of you who live in the northeast side of San Antonio and its surrounding cities. It's going to be there. Much hype. There it is. Game Over. Da, 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 da. It's.
it's
Hold
what?
on. Let me.
Oh, I thought you died. I was like, no, in dispense.
Okay. It's actually the 6th. So it's actually next Sunday.
Okay, so the Sunday
Not this
after
coming Sunday, but the following
the
Sunday.
following Sunday after your birthday.
So in 2 weeks, basically, a little over 2 weeks. Yeah,
Nice. And this is for GameCube.
it is
Um,
for GameCube. Yeah, so Super
game.
Smash Bros. Melee tournament on GameCube.
What's the prize? Do we know the prize?
It does not say.
Probably in-store credits or some sort.
Yeah, probably. Like I'm reading it right now, and I mean, it's saying don't miss our Super Smash Bros. Tournament Sunday, August 6th. Sign-up start at 2 p.m. and the tournament will begin at 3 p.m. All ages are welcome to compete and always free to enter, so no money involved. First and second prize winners or place wins a prize. They just don't say what the prize is, but whoever gets first and second get prizes, whatever.
What if they're Nintendo Switches?
Oh, that would be legit.
That'd be so legit, bro. I'm going Kirby all the way, baby. Yo, yo, yo. I was back in the day. I was beast with Kirby, man. I'll be
Yeah,
dropping.
Kirby was this guy back then.
I
Then back
could.
then I was playing a lot of Mario, but yeah.
Who? Okay, so who are you gonna use?
I don't recall if Ness is in it or not, but if he is, I'm actually gonna play Ness. If not, I might stick to Old Faithful Mario. So we'll
Why
see
not
what's up.
Falcon? But you were a good Falcon too. Or who was it?
Yeah, he's not easy to use. I'm
Yeah,
trying to actually win, so
that's very true.
I'm either gonna do Mario or Ness if he's out. I don't know if Ness was in Melee or not, but if he was, I'm totally gonna use him again.
I
I
wonder.
just
I
forgot.
wonder what the HP rules are gonna be. I wonder if they're gonna have like any set HP rules.
Yes, I don't know if they're gonna do like time limit or if they're gonna do stock, as in like how many lives you have. So because it doesn't say, it literally we're just gonna show up and go in blind. For all we know, they may end up doing a bunch of free for alls instead of one on ones. They may end up doing like free for all 4 player or whatever. Either way, I don't care because it's free and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Either way,
hopefully we'll make it happen.
hopefully we'll hopefully do if they have connection. Me and this guy will probably be able to stream it from our phones, but there's no. But we won't be able to stream ourselves though. That's the only thing. Cause I won't be able to hold the phone with me playing. So
No.
I'll have to stream OG, and then OG will have to stream me, unless we're facing against each other, and then we're kind of screwed. Which is a good
Yep.
possibility we might be playing each other. I don't know. It's been a while since I played the game, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, me too.
Smash Brothers is kind of that game though that you can just I don't know. You kind of don't forget. Um,
Yeah, it's fun. The last one that I played was the first one that came out on Wii. Was
Mm-hmm.
the last one that I played. Yeah,
The last
and it
one,
was a good one.
the last one I played was the one on GameCube. That's the last one I played.
GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
So
good one too. They're all good. So
my favorite one was still the 64, and I think because that was the one I owned. That's why. So
okay.
yeah, but depend. And see, the thing is, if they, it depends on like what they turn the health to too. If they turn the health, it all depends because if they turn the health down like super high or super low, I may not be Kirby, because Kirby, she can float, but sometimes the floating can get her killed if she floats too high. Because then all that has to happen is Link can go up and do that little uppercut thing with her sword or whatever, and then I'm pretty much out of the sky and I'm dead.
All I
So
do is turn to a brick, and you'll be able to deal with that. I
that's
think you'll be
true.
fine.
That's true. I, c-
I forgot how the timing works, but there's ways to get around it.
yeah, that's true. I was always a good bricklayer with Kirby. That's always got Chris mad at me. I remember those days. So yeah,
The good.
the good old days. So yeah, that's going to be. That's hopefully we'll be able to do the tournament, and if not, that's cool too. But it'll be fun to do. Definitely be fun to do. All right, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, that should be it for today.
That should be it for today. All right, man. We'll go ahead and take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. No, we're not doing that one.
Welcome
uh,
to no.
but thank you guys for listening to the podcast. We're here every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Central till about 8 p.m. Central. And we hope that you guys see us next time. But in the meantime, feel free to check out Handy Kill Cam on Twitch
Yep.
and check out me, OG Crunksta, on YouTube for our wonderful videos that we're here to entertain or educate you. And then we'll see you next week. What else you got to say?
I got to say, remember, tomorrow is Thursday, and I will be over at the Able Gamers Network, streaming over at the Able Gamers. Also, please, go check out Olympia's esports page. Please give them a check out. Check out everything that they're doing. Like I said, they're doing a lot of things. I tell you, if you put Olympia's esports, you'd be like, oh my Jesus. Yeah, it's pretty freaking amazing. So check them out. And other than that, that's all I got to say.
And
As
that means we out.
we out as I burp. Bye,
Yeah.
Felicia. Wait, might help if I hit the stop button.